A N the all to two of two on but o ought who and should can come go government give given bank banked be much which each large it had do department different difference put in any no un own become governmental anybody nobody departmental embanked undo tomorrow today being doing going giving undoing to do today to give to go should be to be ought to be to which to each to become on which on each and in should be in which in any way in no way of the all the to the should the and the on the but the at the had the do the be the to be the give the put the which the can the in the I I how why for have lord limit limited are require required requirement are our I can I go I give I had I do for the have the I know I saw I say I see the I take the I took the I have the I can have arrange arranged arrangement your ear ear usual usually thank thanked think thaw them was whose shall schedule scheduled wish rearrange rearranged rearrangement departmental unusual unusually I am I will I think I have I was I write I shall I wish I think scheduled bank, scheduled caste, scheduled date, beyond you, with, when, what, would, we, united, revenue, outcome, income, welcome, welcomed, with the, when the, would be, with you, what do you, we had, we have, if you, what would you, it would be, we thank you, how can you, along with them, me, him, he, united, language, owing, thing, young, anything, nothing, enlarge, enlarged, I have, I shall be, should be, you can, he can, you may be, should have, you will be, he may be, with them, with it, who was, she was, which was, why do you, ought to be, how can you, I think you will be, you were, he were, who were, which were, I will be, he will be, it will be, which will be, I can be, I can have, who will be, she will be, I am, I may, I see, I saw, I give, I go, I had, I do, with which, with each, to which, to each, to me, to him, to you, how much, so much, too much, they were, if they were, we were, I were, although, altogether, together, almighty, already, today, what was, you should be, he should have, who should be, they should be, which should be, what should be, she should be, it should have, he would be, who would have, she would have, what would be, what would have, it would have, it would be, it would become, you may be, you may have, you should have, he should be, with you, what were you, are you, how are you, how can you, how can we, how can they, how many, any time, I wish you, I can have, I will have to be, I assure you, I can give you, I give you. I think it will, I I hope you will, I do hope, I had to be, I hope to be, what can be, would you? She would know what will be when you to do so, to deal with, by and large, to do away with, in lieu of my, as, has, is, his, because, itself, myself, himself, those, this, thus, special, especially, speak, subject, subjected, several, influence, selfish, special, especially, selfishness becomes always, as the, has to be, is to be, with his, to his, which is, who is, for his, all of us, who is the, on his, when is the, has to become, as much as, in as much as early as far as, what is the, as and when, ourselves, resource, themselves, this is the, as soon as well as we know, as is as we think, as we can, in this subject, it is said, this has to be, as we have, first, influenced, next, most, minister, youngest, youngester, largest, first aid, first thing, first week, for the first time, at first rate, first and foremost, next week, next day, next time, must be, law minister, railway minister, state minister, deputy minister, home minister, food minister, you must be, he must be, I must be, they must be. Arrangements, yours, ears, ears, departments, difference, governments, thanks, thinks, banks, puts, does, revenues, hours, hours, visage, gives, goes, comes, owns, knows, lords, limits, as, has, is, his, because, itself, myself, himself, those, this, does, special, especially, speak, subject, subjected, several, influence, selfish, special, especially, selfishness, becomes, always, as the, has to be, is to be, with his, to his, which is, who is, for his, all of us, who is the, on his, when is the, has to become, as much as, in as much as early as far as, what is the, as and when, ourselves, resource, themselves, this is the, as soon as well as we know, as is as we think, as we can, in this subject, it is said, this has to be, as we have, first, influenced, next, most, minister, youngest, youngester, largest, first aid, first thing, first week, for the first time, at first rate, first and foremost, next week, next day, next time, must be, law minister, railway minister, state minister, deputy minister, home minister, food minister, you must be, he must be, I must be, they must be, professor, principal, principally, principal, pupil, belief, believe, believed, liberty, member, remember, remembered, number, numbered, school, doctor, dear, during, drinking, truth, chair, cheer, larger, largely, call, equal, equally, deliver, delivery, tell, till, unprincipled, enlarger, disbelief, disbelieve, disbelieved, removable, influential, equality, at all costs. I remember, I remembered, I believe, I believed. Dear sir, I will tell you, I will call you. You may recall during the last year to take place. Suffer, civil, supply, sinner, mastery, extra, bicycle, possible, prisoner, prosper, sooner, from, very, there, there, more, remark, remarked, mere, Mr. Nor, near, sure, pleasure, surprise, surprised, over, every, ever, however, remarkable, remarkably, merely, surely, fulfill, fulfilled, surprisingly, everybody, everything, moreover, whatever, whatsoever, whenever, whensoever, whoever, whosoever, howsoever, whichever, throughout, they are, there are, I am sure, I have pleasure, forever, in the first place, first ever, first class, very well, very much, more and more, there would be, there would have, there can be, there will be, there may be, there is to be, there has to be, there should be, there is no reason why, I am surprised, it seems, it seems to me. Important, importance, improve, improved, improvement, impossible, question, questioned, whether, wherever, wheresoever, whereinsoever, significant, significance, opinion, govern, general, generally, journalize, subjective, within, southern, northern, advantage, difficult, circumstance, union, experience, experienced, expensive, expensive, response, responsible, governor, disadvantages, disadvantageous, unionism, circumstantial, substantial, substantially, advantageous, who have to be, which have, number of, which have been, which have to be, you have been, it has been, which has been, they have been, above all, who have been, out of tune, out of turn, on behalf of, there have been, there has been, I have been, I had been, he has been, who has been, they had been, she has been, in these circumstances, out of, carried on, going on, our own, position, decision, opposition, proposition, disposition, succession, sensation, transition, physician, possession, musician, taxation, information, corporation, signification, organization, satisfaction, justification, journalization, subjection, division, valuation, evaluation, satisfactory, satisfactorily, unsatisfactory, organizational, incorporation, subscription, departmentalization, divisional, subdivisional, devaluation, subdivision, In addition to, in a position, bank commission, steel corporation, life insurance corporation, pay commission, election commission, election commissioner. In this situation, municipal corporation of Delhi, planning commission, sub-divisional magistrate, gentleman, opportunity, particular, child, children, quite, quite, could, guard, great, cannot, cold, gold, accord, according, told, trade, hand, under, yard, word, third, build, board, that, without, immediate, immediately, accordingly, greatly, quietly, understand, understood, underline, underlining, underlined, undergo, undergone, underwent, undertake, undertaken, undertook, undertaking, institute, instituted, institutional. If it is, it will not be, this would. If it is to be, I would be, that is to be, we would be, able to make, able to do, not less than, at all times. They would be, I will not, I will not be, able to have, that is the, this would be, they would not be, you are not, you will not be, this would not be, in order to, I do not want, I do not know, do not, did not, instead of, it would not be, I want to be, in spite of the fact, it is a fact that, is it a fact that, let there be, character, culture, entire, industry, therefore, rather, writer, corporative, corporation, coordination, water, watery, federation, speaker, wonderful, wonderfully, banker, characteristic, intermediate, alternative, federal, interest, industrial, industrially, industrialist, entirely, in there, in order that, rather than, no less than, not later than, no longer than, not less than, I am sure there is, drinking water, all over the country, private sector, deputy sector, deputy speaker, company, continue, inscription, conference, continuation, instruction, continuous, continuously, discontinue, on the contrary, to the contrary, in continuation, in this committee, in this context, different committees, in this connection, in connection with the